Check. Damn, I couldn't start another stream. Yet another stream that I couldn't just start without doing the little Fentune Jack of Carrot voice. Hello.
Is that a challenge that you're imposing to yourself? Because it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean it's a self-imposed challenge. It will never happen, but it's still fun to have it. Right. Alright. Right. I feel like a Final Fantasy 16 character whenever I say that. Clive Rossfield. So for today's menu, well, first of all, I didn't know we had a menu. Second of all, is more, well, not more, but brand new Prime Randomizer. I can't talk. Oh. So I'm getting that loaded and play the game. I'm so excited for Prime 4. I don't know about you guys. At least I am. Oh my gosh, Gabe, you didn't make the announcement. I'll make it.
Gosh. Well, you know what? Crocodile does it.
I'm already on it. I'm already on it. And believe we... There we go. Oh my goodness.
Oh my lord.
What?
Nothing. I say, oh my goodness, I say.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Fiesta, fiesta. How? How what? What do you mean? Alright, there's my legit Nintendo GameCube plugged in. Now I'm getting my legit Nintendo GameCube controller plugged in.
Are you also going to legitimately stream your legitimate game to a legitimate friend?
Yes, I will stream the legitimate game to my legitimate friend through legitimate means. Legitimacy. Oh my gosh. Where is Dolphin? Now is it that the stream is 10 minutes? And I just got the Discord notification because I forgot to make it while I was in the pre-stream. Oh, it's doing the thing again. And well, bam. Didn't fix it. Well, this one works. Sweet. Alright, hold on.
Hey.
Yay! I might need to zoom in a little bit.
Look, it even says Randomizer.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I mean, it's in my total legitimate GameCube copy. Alright. Have you seen the new trailer, Gabe?
Nope.
Well, Samus does a funny anime meme.
I mean, it's not Bellstar Mom.
We'll probably play a little bit more later. It's got a new Metroid game coming out. But no, Samosa does the Akira slide. So, officially as cool as Dante. Dante is good. Wait, how do you skip the... Oh, that's randomized.
Yeah.
Why does Samus need a bike? She has a ship. You know how kind of like you can have a bicycle and a car? That's the way I look at it.
Oh yeah, I forced the fusion suit.
Oh, sweet. I'm not complaining with that.
Which is weird because that's on the customization.
Save progress to memory card in slot 8. Hold L and R while choosing to warp to starting room. Ah, sweet. Like, the way I see it is
Yeah,
that
that's for just in case you get like what you call it? You get stuck.
Yeah. Well, the way I'm picturing is that the gunship, like the legit reason of why she doesn't just use her gunship, she's the bike, why she's got a gunship is that, well, I thought it'd be pretty obvious that just implies that the gunship is destroyed or malfunctioning. You know? So she needs different means to travel through the planet, or you know, Larmon stuff. You know, I still have, even then, like with my analogies, like, you know, I used to have a car, and I even then had a bicycle because like there were some things that were just in such a close distance that it was much more convenient and easier for me to get there on a bicycle than it was on a car. You know, like what if it's a tunnel? You're gonna tell me that the like the gunship is huge, you know? You might need smaller transportation that's still quick and efficient. Fuel gel prices must be off the roof, so the bike is to save money. The Federation doesn't have that much money anymore. Well, it's Larmon tech, so it's not even using, like, it wouldn't be necessarily, it wouldn't even need fuel gel. It's using whatever psychic powers that Samus can gift to the bike. As we see in the trailer.
Kill it! Kill it!
Kill the thing. Reminds me of Oblivion. Tom Cruise uses a bike even if his ship works just fine. Well, it's, again, I think it's the same issue. It's a different type of reconnaissance. It's the same reason why you send a scout troop. In the case of Oblivion, like a scout on a ship or on a bike, or in a combination. You use one to get further ahead in an area that you know you're clear, and then maybe use the other ones to track things below. Like, I equate it to the same mentality like a Karakara has. Those, you know, they're birds. They can fly and great eyesight and all this other shit. Yet they still rather, like, walk on the floor and hunt for prey. Much in that similar way, you know? There's just some things you miss by being so high up. Alright, so this is a randomizer. I notice that the map tells me where I've collected the items or not, like Metro Prime 3, and I don't know if that's a new feature or I just haven't done one of these in forever. Because the last time we did one of these, Kroko literally showed up for a surprise. That one time in the stream. Maybe they're anti-air gunners like Prime 3 and the ship can fly or something? Yeah, I mean, either the gunship is destroyed, there's anti-air artillery, it's malfunctioned, it's within a cave, the ship is just too big to fit on it, you know, going back to the ship, it would mean that, like, you have to delay it from a pursuit that you can just get on a bike. Like, I think of various scenarios where a warrior kind of like Samus would benefit from having, like, something closer on the ground that just gives her speed and mobility, that doesn't involve her just having to actually sprint from one place to the other. Especially given that we're talking about, like, a different alien civilization that might have developed different means of transportation on their own planet. Because we're doing the Larmon stuff. I didn't even look at the item. I didn't even look at the item. I was too busy looking at the character line. I don't know. I think it's cool, but maybe I just have a strong bias that anything that's on a motorcycle is just like that cool factor, you know?
Yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D.
Yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Biosamon, Blue from Recollection, Kamen Riders,
Samus from Metro Prime.
Akira, Ghost in a Shell.
Mice bikes from the motor mice from Mars. motorbike mice from Mars. You know what? I'm gonna Google the name now because I
Yeah. Google the name now. Now I'm curious. What is it? What is the name?
Okay.
Samus.
It's biker mice from Mars. There
Does
you go.
Samus's ship have a name? No, it's just like a. They just refer them as like a hunter class gunship, but that's it. All right, I got the morph ball.
Chat, if you know what that show is, you get brownie point.
Gosh, it's been like I never really watched it. I know it from osmosis, but it's been forever since I heard anybody mention that name.
Yeah, no, a very old show.
Morph ball. Morph ball, but for the ship. Yeah, it's called the bike, man. the ship morphed into the bike. What show are you talking about? Can you not hear Gabe?
Can you not hear me?
I got good levels on you on my end.
I am using my good
Biker. What was it called again? Can you send me the text?
Mice bike from Mars. Basically, so
Mice bikers from Mars.
Back in the early 90s, my friend, there was this huge TV show that reshaped what it meant to have like shows to sell toys in the West, called Street Shark.
I remember Street Sharks.
And then there was another one that apparently, and I just learned this like a week back, it was the defining era where it made a lot of people choose if they want to be furries or not, and it was SWAT Cats.
I remember SWAT Cats.
So back in the 90s, it was very popular to have like the radical anthropomorphic animal heroes. Extreme dinos, SWAT Cats, bike mice from Mars. Stuff
I guess it was just capitalizing on the Sonic craze, you know, when you think about it. Anthropomorphized, sort of like post-Sonic, pre-Sonic and like Thundercats, because it wasn't just Sonic. But
yeah, Thundercats, Street Sharks.
But it was like the radical attitude of like the 90s that I felt like, you know, Sonic the Blank Block was always meant to portray.
Oh yeah, TMNT also, because
TMNT.
Before TMNT was like very goofy, but then at some point they decided to like also give like the radical style to the show, and they made a season where the mutagen will make them mutate more into monsters as a power-up, and they will come like this more grotesque, like giant mutated turtles.
Street Sharks was a show that was like boost.
It was different, Joe.
All right, that's interesting. It's an interesting set of starting items. I hope Samus has insurance for his ship. I think at this point, her track record with the ships is not that good that I would be surprised if she did not have like spaceship insurance. She's high risk? Of course she is. Have you not seen like the type of stuff that she has to deal with? You know, she had like the original gunship in Zero Mission. That got blown up. Then she had this one from Prime that showed up in Hunters, but we haven't seen it back, so we'll assume it's okay. Then there's the one from... I don't even have Morph Ball bombs to blow that up. Funny. Boost Ball. Oh, I can still use that in Chosen Runs. Then there's the one from like Metroid 2 Super Metroid, which gets damaged in the echoes entering Aether, and then just flat out obliterated in Fusion's intro. And then I guess there's a Metroid Prime 3 gunship, which is still fine because it's in Prime 4 until like I guess it gets damaged or whatever for her to use the bike instead. And then, you know, Gore even punches it. Yeah, right? And then, on top of that, then you have, like, the Fusion gunship. So, like, she's at least gone through, like, 4 different models at this point. What if we give Samus's ship a nickname, like the Emmys? I'd be down for that. Ship Mosa. It's Samosa, but a ship. Ship Mosa. I don't know.
Ella, ¿qué quiere?
I really know my Metroid history. I mean, it's been my favorite brain rot since I was a kid. My Prime 4 Samopode amiibo arrived today. Oh, hey. Hey, Sabletoothed. Yeah, I saw some people getting Space Jump. Sweet. This has been blessed so far, I guess. So like, I'm gonna grab the things on Helen Overworld. I'm still calling the yellow Emmy Subway, by the way. That's funny. I remember that we did the bit. I remember the bit. I just don't remember what exactly the names were. How are the Prime 4 amiibos? I don't have any. I'm trying to just like focus on getting the game, and then if I had to get one amiibo type of situation, I probably am hinging closer onto the Silex amiibo. You know, one of them is Samus. Two of them are Samus. And I love the Viola suit. I love the Viola bike. But like, Silex has been sitting like yeah, I know Silex comes out later, but like I'm saying that like the day comes out where I'm going to get my copy of the game and an amiibo. I'm probably picking the Silex amiibo because that man has been like living rent-free in my brain since freaking high school. You know, since I was like in 8th grade when they teased that in Prime 3, and I've always like obsessed over the gaps in the lore and all this other stuff. So like, it's kind of like when Dread came out, and I was more excited about like the Emmy amiibo or like Smash Brothers with the Ridley and Dark Samus amiibos. Like Samus, like, you know, gets Figmas and stuff like that. So I see it likely that, depending on how well received Prime 4 is, that the Viola suit might get like a Figma, and I would rather save up and get the Figma than the amiibo. Cause like, what if the Figma breaks the bike? I got 0 DS for nicknames. Morph Ball Bombs. All right, sweet. It's just been power-ups. Amiibos are cool. The bike one looks great. The bike one is the one I want the most, to be honest. I like the other one where it's like her Varia suit with the Psychic Gem powers as well. And I would have it just because that's like all the Prime 4 stuff. Yeah, there's an Emmy Figma. I held it in my hands on my trip to New York earlier this year, but I couldn't afford it. It's tall as fuck. Like, it's to scale to the Samus Figma. So if you have a Figma, like, yeah, it is to scale how we see it in the game. Like, it can stand and just... It's amazing. So, like, that's why I'm like, alright, now that I know that they're still making Metroid Figmas and stuff like that, maybe I'll wait for, like, a nice Viola suit Figma and then bite the bullet on that. Because Figmas are just, like, well, the prices range, but, like, they tend to be between $100 to, like, $150. And I see that as, like, being close to similar of buying, like, all the freaking amiibos and stuff. I just hope that the Samus, like, Viola amiibos and stuff like that, that I can just use whatever other Samus amiibo that I've been collecting over the past decade and just collect those rewards. I'll gladly buy a Silex amiibo. The mic is getting quieter and quieter. Oh, that was me finaling. Sorry about that. That was me. I was adjusting the levels. It said that I was peaking in my head, so I don't know. I was trying to lower it a little bit. There were some people cutting grass outside, and I'm just like preemptively trying to make sure that if they go with like grass cutters and with leaf blowers, that you're not hearing the SpongeBob episode that were happening outside. You were fine? Oh, okay. That was about that. I always feel like I'm soft-spoken, so. But then I tend to like, when I get too excited, I tend to be like extremely loud. There's roughly a middle point, and I'm just trying not to like blast you guys. But yeah, should probably be better. I was just also moving out away from the microphone. I'm one of those weird guys who just is obsessed with analog audio, so I gotta have like a PreSonus fucking audio box and an XLR microphone. I mean, if you were to ask me if there's like anybody out there considering making a video or a game or something, do put a lot of time and effort in your sound. We'll be watching from my TV. I'm going to eat. For which? Oh, there's an energy tank. Alright, this has been actually a tricky seed game.
A trick of a seed.
Yeah, so like I've gotten morph ball, bombs, and space jump, but I don't have missiles. So like I'm very much locked into rooms until I find a missile. Now, oh, I can find missiles now. I have bombs, right? It's happening. I just end up talking. Oh my gosh, Trust by Prime subscription engaged. Enter Prime, Optimus Prime, Amazon Prime, Prime Numbers, Bitronomus Prime. Thank you so much, dude. Holy crap. Thanks. Means a lot, man. Oh gosh. Oh boy, yes. Great success. Thank you. By the way, have you watched the new Digimon anime called Beat Break? I think Gabe can answer that question for me.
Yes, I have.
I haven't. I'm still playing Time Stranger style. Well, there really is an Emmy Figma, and this set has the visuals effect pieces for Samus's uppercut swing and the bonk for the Emmys. I know. It's crazy, it's insane. The Samus Figma, for those who may not know, actually you can like magnetize it to surfaces. So you get a little spider magnet platform, and you can put Samus like on it, and then she's sort of clinging to a wall. So that's how I have her next to my fridge. Maybe I'll post a picture in the Discord server for those who are there. Yeah, the impact stuff is from other Figma sets. Figma and Max and SH Figure Arts and other action figure companies sell a lot of like effect packs separately. Now to watch from my TV. Won't be able to chat, but I will be watching. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Sub and courage. Bon appetit. How do you say that in English? Enjoy your meal, I guess?
Enjoy your meal, yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. Don't I feel stupid? Another missile. Other M Samus could face off against Kirby since the gravity suit nullifies the vacuum effects. Wouldn't that mean that just Samus in general could do the same because it's the gravity suit? It just nullifies gravitational effects. Well, that's just a theory. Gosh. Is that a thing? I know of like game theory and MatPat. I know he made film theory. Is that a thing, or is it just a bit? At this point, I can't believe anything.
He did film theory, yeah.
Huh?
He did do film theory.
But food theory?
Don't know if he did food theory.
That'd be very funny. Is he still making those videos?
No.
Right? Alright.
He retired.
Sweet. I mean, I would have been surprised if they're still at it, you know?
I know he's cast for the next Five Nights at Freddy movie.
Okay. All right. I guess that's a fun little neat bit of like internet brain rot for the movie, I guess.
Like, good for him, because the guy has been obsessed. And all of his content the show after the game released.
So that means that when like they make the Metroid movie, they'll make me a cameo, right?
Maybe.
I like the fact that you did not say no.
Well, because it's easier to have your dreams crushed by the opera people than me.
Than you. Food Theory has a host that's Argentino and always ends with buen provecho. So wait, Food Theory is a thing? And did MatPat make that thing?
I don't think it's MatPat.
That'd be fun. Game Theory still is 6, but it switched to other people back in 2024. Wow, still to like helm the ship until 2024. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, the channel's still alive. It's just MatPat is no longer in.
MatPat is no longer with it. I've always been obsessed with the types in this room, space pirate stuff. The little vents. how I feel my Animal Crossing Island is becoming. I'm making it sort of like a Metroid-y, in the sense that there's a lot of little secrets, pathways, and like hidden secret Easter eggs and stuff like that. If anything, Chad, I was thinking about making a stream later on, once like the island is properly or close to finished, about just making an Animal Crossing stream again and inviting people over so they can visit it. I know I probably will be playing a lot now that they announced like the new content that's coming out. We get creative mode. We actually get to build islands together with friends. Imagine if that was out since the beginning of the game.
Probably a lot more people would have played.
Probably a lot more people would have kept playing it. They just need to like. I felt like, all right, they had the formula there. They just needed to continue like supporting it, you know. And I thought that was going to be the case with like it coming out during lockdown. And, what you call it? Seeing the first Switch like crossover stuff with the Mario patch, but they never really continued that. Metroid Prime 4 releases on the release of the second FNAF movie. No way. So wait, the movie's coming out now already? When did the first one come out?
The movie's not coming out now, is it?
Is it? There's no way they have that quick turnaround. Wow.
Oh shit, December 5.
Wow, crazy.
When was the other movie came out? When did the other movie
When did
came
the
out?
other one come? When did the first one come out?
Was it? It was last year, right?
I don't know, really. The only things I know Fedi related are like from the original game, and that was pretty much it. What happens when you leave this room while the beetle is still alive? It continues to play the song until you force a different song to load from a different cutscene. So like collecting a power-up like that would have not changed it, but collecting a new power-up and Samus has the animation would have overridden the song. I remember there being a video of MatPat playing FNAF for the first time. The dude is kind of bizarre how seemingly uninterested he was in the game. I mean, sometimes I think it happens when people play the game for the first time and they're more thinking about it or analyzing it or more quiet and introspective, and they, you know, they don't talk as much. I say that because I feel like I'm the same usually when I'm playing something for the first, especially when it's for the first time and I'm just like consuming the content. My mind is more focused on like what the game is about and stuff like that. But I don't know. Nintendo released a document yesterday, quarterly earnings. I think the Prime movie is mentioned. What? There's a Metroid Prime movie? No way. On October 27, 2023. The new one comes out December 5th. But because of how the movie worked, they get released a day early in the afternoon, which is Prime Day, lol. Wow, it's crazy. They got a sequel out and running in like 2 years. I mean, most of my experience, that's usually like a giant red flag, you know, in terms of a production. But then again, Metroid Prime 2, my beloved, came out 2 years after the first game, so who am I to say anything, right?
Yeah, but you know, in movie production values that you...
Yeah, the pre-production matters a lot, so this probably just means that they had like greenlit a trilogy from the beginning, and they just didn't announce it as a trilogy because it's just way more convenient that people don't know. It's how you generate hype. You know, Prime 1 had a randomizer. Yeah, it's had one for like ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Dread has a randomizer. I don't know how the F you're supposed to play that.
Yeah, because Dread is very lethal.
Yeah. I mean, I could go fight Flagra. get everything to fight Flagra, but I'm gonna go look for more items. You never know what you can find. Though for Flagra, like different beam and stuff wouldn't be too much of a benefit, given that the only way you can get is... Oh, super missiles though, however. Holy crap. Oh, hello. Sweet, my favorite nuke. At least I did the side missions in Digimon yesterday. Anyways, did you see that short Prime 4 trailer that came out recently? Yeah, I did see it because I was with my brother, and like people told me that there wasn't really anything too crazy new in it, so I watched it. If like if I caught like the suspicion that like I don't know, they announced Weevil in this trailer in the same way they've like announced Kraid in the Dread one, then probably I would not watch it. And just if it shows up on like my feed, then so be it. But I'm trying not to see a lot of content just so I can have that when the game comes out. Grapple Beat.
Yes. What's up?
Sweet.
1 second.
Go ahead. It looked cool. I love the fact that they just showed Samus doing an Akira slide, you know? I feel like if she's gonna be on a motorcycle, you have to kind of like do it, you know? But for the rest, it's like, I know I've said this before, but not everybody remembers or might be there, but I'm trying, like, from here on out to see as little I can from the game until it's out and in my hands. I don't really like how a lot of modern marketing tends to, like, give away a lot of stuff about the game. And so I feel like I know the set pieces, I know kind of what to expect of particular moments, and that kind of like takes away a bit from the surprise here and there. So, yes, the grapple beam was a late game upgrade in this game. Correct. You usually get it on the phase-on mines after acquiring the power bomb, so it's like on your way out of the phase-on mines for the first time. If you're playing Mega Man 2 NES, I rediscovered the reference to Metroids. Which one? That one I don't know. I know Mega Man 2 kind of made like a Metroid reference. I'm pretty stoked that the Larmon, that like we have like those new Larmon android enemies from the trailer. They gave us like that little tease of not only the robots, but like here's a scan of them. This is what they are. So like super cool. Why was the grapple beam such a late game upgrade? I don't know, really. There's no reason really. I guess it's just the order in terms of how they made the level design and how convenient of, like how many times, I like to imagine that sometimes when they, like, if I were like trying to reconstruct this game myself, I would consider how many times I would use the grapple beam in the game as a whole, and that'd be based around how I can make the system work and how fun it is to implement with other stuff and whatever limitations. And then based around that, I decide how late or early the player is supposed to receive a power-up like that. So that way there's enough of a reason to either incentivize some backtracking or merely, you know, they won't use it that much, so maybe put it on a section that is either specifically tailored to showcase the abilities and stuff like that. And a place like Metroid Phase on Mines just, I guess, seemed like the natural place for that if it's the case, given that like it's a mine area and a lot of it is like traversing through places where there's no clear, easy ways to traverse around and stuff. You know, you gotta use a lot of the spider ball and what have you, X-ray visors and stuff like that. That's at least like what I would do. Less than a month, it's so crazy. I know, dude. I'm so like, I'm so spooked. So spooked, so excited. like, to be honest, my expectations for the games, or at least what I want it to be, is just something like echoes for the original game. I'm not really asking for it to be like a quintuple A game or whatever other stuff. I just want it to be a fun little puzzle exploration that has a lot of moments that I want to replay, atmosphere more. It's also exciting because of the prospect that there's new blood at Retro Studios that's making this game from like all the years before it, you know. So like it's interesting to see what they came up with, especially also the fact that, like, you know, the game was in a different state, was like a completely different game of sorts. Back before the game had to start from scratch. I think it was Bandai Namco, the one who was supposedly developing the game. Back when it was first teased. I don't know about others, but the wait for Prime 4 before the hard day was pretty easy. After the first 3 years, so 2020, I got used to not expecting it. But now knowing a day to the end has made it surreal. I know, right? I feel the same, because, like, you know, for me, I guess my personal story with the release of Beyond is like, you know, I got Corruption the day it came out, and I played it, I obsessed over it. It came out right after Huntress, which I also played a lot during high school because of our DSs and stuff. And, you know, people like shooters, so like, hey, this shooter's on our DS, and it just happens to have Samus, and we went crazy over it. So, like, you know, you finish Corruption, you see that teaser with the Delano 7, and then you go into this radio silence, like, limbo of whether or not it's an actual... it's if it's actually the Delano 7 or not. And so, like, you go from that to, like, alright, you're expecting maybe some form of announcement, and a few years later it does happen, but it's Metroid Other M. And again, in my personal story, I was still super excited. I still enjoyed the game, and I played it when I played it, and to this day and stuff like that, even with its issues, which I won't turn a blind eye to. They're still there, but, you know. Then after that, you know, Federation Force. And in Federation Force, I got my scraps that Prime 4 was being played. And now we're here, you know? And they teased the game, and now we're great. Like, if I went back and I told, like, younger me that, like, oh no, yeah, it's like a 2025 game, I'd be like, nah. Go back to the incinerator. Didn't you miss something? Did I? Oh yeah, I did. Thank you so much, dude. Crap, look at me autopiloting. Alright, Nintendo dropped another Prime 4 video out of nowhere. Well, I assume I didn't watch. You didn't watch because you said you didn't want to get any spoilers, right? I did watch this one. I had friends and people in my server tell me that there wasn't really anything crazy new, just like a bunch of new shots from things that wouldn't be considered in my criteria of like a spoiler or surprise, or nothing that I haven't seen before. Oh my gosh, a power bomb! Holy crap! Imagine if I didn't come over here.
I'm back.
So yeah, I did watch it. I loved seeing Samus doing the Akira bike slide. I know I definitely like fanboyed, soyboyed at the reference. As long as no ammo for the gun is needed, I'll be fine. Didn't you miss an upgrade in this year? Oh yeah, I'm fine with the beam ammo, to be honest. I'm completely fine with that idea. I don't know why people make it such a big issue when running out of ammo is really rarely a problem. You know. But I do feel like there's an ammo system in play when you look at the HUD systems from the trailers. Alright, but yeah, I got my new Animal Crossing island. I don't know how many of you would be interested in a stream where, like, I just open the gate. You guys can, I don't know, come over and check out what I built. And I can give you, like, the little lore of the island. And using it as a little bit of a writing exercise. For my own original projects, of course. When was it? I don't know. I don't have a date yet. Like, I'm just like throwing out the idea of just doing it. Or if anybody ever wants to just come over and see how the island looks at the moment, you know, you can DM me. And maybe I can open my gates and let you in, or send pictures and stuff like that. I'm very proud of the stuff I built. Doing some crazy stuff that's making my game lag and cry. But yeah, like I would probably say like in a month's time or so. I'm sort of like prepping it. The place in my headcanon is more of a winter fall location anyway, so it might be fun to like say like a fake date to try and at least get it as presentable as I can for this version or this iteration of it. I did one in sort of Halloween with for my brother and some friends. I swear the Akira slide is like something that will inevitably happen for any character that uses a bike. I mean, I think it's a universal law that if you have a character on a bike and they're not doing the Akira slide at one scene, it's just bad luck.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow did it. Yeah, Tokyo Tower in the Sonic 3.
I've seen more things referencing it than things that don't, and to me it's like a classic thing you want to definitely reference. It's so iconic and legendary, and so like from a source material that I know definitely might have inspired the Prime 4 developers. Same with like Ghost in a Shell, giving the more psychic and mental aspect of the story, from what seems to be implied in the teaser trailers. Yeah, I wouldn't mind hang out with Orpheon the Legend. Would be amazing. Well, you wouldn't be hanging out with me. You would be hanging out with my characters that I made. My OCs and stuff. But yeah, I guess if anybody wants to see... Oh my gosh! Kara! At the window. Sorry, I got easily distracted by Virgin. Sometimes I'm just hoping it's a chosen coming over to an artifact. Just fine.
He left?
Yeah. He just came flying by. He just flew by again. I think they're over there. You might be able to double check what that is. I've been avoiding trailers. I know many want to say, but Dread spoiled me on Grey. That made me sad. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's more about the fact that they just like revealed the Ravenbeak like that. I think I would have probably been way more excited about Ravenbeak if like I bought Metroid Dread. I'm just expecting the Emmys and typical 2D Metroid stuff, and then like, boom, surprise, Ravenbeak. But I know that they probably had to like announce them earlier than they might have wanted, just to generate hype behind the game. That's totally fine. I'm not going for 100% scan on this one. I am, thanks for the reminder, but like this is just a whatever randomizer run. My general rule of thumb is that I tend to end these as soon as I have all the MacGuffins that allow me to fight the final boss. Assuming I have enough of an inventory that I think I could take out the final boss, and I say that as Flagra just command grab. Calling excavator. Alright, place your bets. No, you can't use missiles. Missiles is everybody loses. Roll again. Until we run down to like 2 or 3 items, in which case we can bring missiles back in. What happens if you damage it with a power bomb? I don't think nothing different would happen. I'll try with the last one. If the power bomb, if the port, whatever for the bomb slot, accepts the power bomb as a bomb slot, then it will just do the same thing. Take advantage to avoid it. It takes so crazy, so jelly, dude. I mean, I don't really like regret knowing of Padre Beak before the game came out and stuff, but
Papa Beak?
Papa Beak. Like, it definitely made me feel excited, but I felt like they already had these Quiet Road being in the game in the teaser trailer. That like I feel like that would have probably been enough for me to know like, alright, Chosen. but I select the game. Let's try the power bumper. A visor or phase-on suit? Well, you gotta put a visor, a specific visor, or else your entry is phase-on suit. So yeah, it just works. It behaves the same. I think that with Flagra, like, in theory, you don't even need to stun it. You can just jump onto, like, the pedestal and, like, leave the bomb close enough to the slot that you can, like, trigger it, and it'll still take the same amount of damage. Wasn't there some Akira Slide references that didn't even have a bike? Yeah, there's a. I mean, you don't necessarily need a motorcycle, but yes, there's a lot of them with people on skateboards or roller skates or just sliding down a hill. It's just like a way to add it as an excuse of sorts. Why is my power up a crusty ass creepy Metroid? Excuse me?
I thought because you were a creepy Metroid.
Is it gonna be Ben drowned again? Chad, if you watch creepypastas, what was your favorite creepypasta?
Sonic EX.
Oh my gosh, I'm not surprised.
I didn't knew a lot
Nothing
of creepypastas.
acquired?
That's the only one I knew.
Nothing acquired.
You got really?
Nothing acquired.
That's a new one.
Nothing. You lose,
Congratulations.
sir.
You played yourself. You got nothing.
Excuse me? Nothing. Sam has acquired nothing.
Chat, I need someone from you guys to clip it. I need you to clip
It's a
it.
me. Wow, this is worthless.
Wow, this is worthless.
I guess. Trying to think. Why would it? You can clip now.
Yeah, clip now. Clip it
Oh.
now. You need to go far behind until you see the point where we're talking about he got nothing.
Yeah, I guess. Oh wow. You know this. I guess that the reason it happened is because this game goes from is technically missing an item power up. When you're playing Prime 1, it goes from 98% to 100%. It doesn't go to 99 like in Prime 2 or 3. So I guess that the nothing is just like a whatever gimme. That is so odd. I'm getting an error and I can't clip it. You could have left Flagra run for this life. I mean, I could have, but I would have. I had no way of knowing that I was just gonna get quote unquote nothing. Had I known that like killing Flagra was gonna result in nothing acquired, then I would have just not done it. Save myself the time. Oh gosh. So how am I gonna go through Magmar Carbons? I'm not. I'm gonna grab this suit first. Gravity suit. Sweet!
I was hoping for the you got nothing.
Hey guys, Albert from the Orpheon here. Except not really. Does gravity suit? No, I don't think so. Gravity suit in this game technically does not make me immune to the heat in Magmor Carbons because they tied that only to the Varia suit flag because there's no way that you can normally get one suit without the other. So it's the same way that if you get 2 Fendrana drifts without the Varia suit, you won't take environmental damage, even though according to the lore you should be freezing to death without the Varia suit. But you know, our video games. I love this game. Go through the Orpheon. I mean, I would love to, but I would have to play the game normally. Tyra giving you nothing was done out of pure spite by the boss. That's so funny. You acquired nothing. There's 3 more power-ups I can think of to collect before having to go through Magmor Carbons. So I'm gonna go collect them in the order of closest to Magmor Carbons. So did you hear? Did you see? 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 Did you hear? Did you know? There's a new Digimetric DigiCrit. Did you ought? Did you know? Speaking of trivia on Varia, it will never happen. But I love a Metri game where you can choose which suit you get. So non-linear suit progression. That'd be super cool, actually. I feel like if anybody was ever to make like another Metroid Dread type of sequence break into the game, finding a way where the sequence break is that would be crazy. I'll write it down. Maybe worst case scenario, if I do end up making my own Metroidvania, I'll add that as a fucking speedrunner trick, or sorry, sequence break. Like. Thank you for the clip. Thanks, Dusty. Alright, the Chozo Temple has a missile. Alright, so there's still a few power-ups I can technically collect. Check, could you imagine the Prime Core has sequence breaking in it? Like, I think it'd be easier of a possibility now that you have the bite, and seeing how you can just, like, use it to go off ramps and other stuff, to maybe, like, oh, the environment will have hidden things that if you keep your eye open, you might find a secret. And then your next run, you can use a sequence break type of stuff. Maybe you discover them as you're doing 100% cleanup for whatever tease or bonus they put at the end. I really do hope that they at least give you a different suit, just to like incentivize the second playthrough. As a kid, I was always surprised that they didn't bring that back for Echoes, given that Fusion had it. And Echoes came out the same year as Zero Mission, so I thought that like maybe we would have like the Zero Mission armor. And then for Corruption would be the same with like Hunters. But like Hunters didn't have like a different art style and suit upgrade. Because it's Hunters, and Hunters is Hunters.
There are gonna be a few other instances where you're gonna get nothing. Check.
Really?
That's fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is kinda cursed. What's the other ball? Spider Ball? Twitch says I'm
I don't know,
playing
you're the Prime...
That's weird.
You're the Prime expert, you should know.
Dude, I've never played a Metroid game where the text "nothing acquired" showed up, okay? Also, can you change the
Yeah, I'm on it.
Gracias, gracias.
No.
Spider Ball. So, we got more places to go before Magma Carbons.
Done.
Sweet. There's that one other power-up in Chozo Ruins, and there's the whole, we can like now access the whole second half of the ruins, so who knows, maybe the Varia suit is in there. I don't know if I usually prefer having a randomizer seed that tends to have more item pickups at like the beginning parts of the game, at the early game, or like the late game. Raven Country Prime Beat. If nobody's played Pro Country, I highly recommend that game. Please, that's like a spooky game, a Metroid spooky game. It's fantastic. Doesn't take too long. Rather replayable because of the fun gameplay, the secrets, and the story, and the unlocks that you get per run. Female lead, cosmic horrors. This power up is, oh, I'm missing. It's better than nothing, I guess. A funny how we went from like, oh, missiles the worst to like, oh, I can literally get a rock.
I love how you're just zooming through the place. Like, you already know where you're gonna go next.
Well, Gabe, I mean, it's my bread and butter, I guess, in terms of games to play.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I just got this missile. Okay, now I'm gonna go this place so I can see if I can get the thing that I want.
Yeah, it's, I guess what you call playing the same game for 20 years. And now that it's in a portable, remastered version of the Switch, the issue has only exacerbated. It's only gone worse.
Frostbite said better than nothing, literally.
Better. Honestly,
you're not wrong.
My biggest hope for Prime 4 is a Crocomire boss fight. Crocomire went yaws in the background. Entirely serious, not a meme. Me neither. Neither of us did either, dude. We definitely want Crocomire back. He's like the coolest boss mechanic in a Metroid game. Beam swapping will make the tug of war mechanic even cooler. Also, grapple would add to it. I would be hesitant on the beam swapping because like they use that for like a couple of bosses already, where you're like have to swap the beam in order to deal damage. Emperor, Metroid Prime. That like if you do it a fourth time, it might just feel like a little bit, I don't know, the samey. The only reason it's not in Prime 3, I believe, is because they just like did not have beam swapping in that game, you know. Corruption is weird.
I'm checking my games because I tend to like just grab whatever games I have for like whenever they give you a game for free, like an option to just get it, I'll just grab it regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
So I never know what I have.
True. Orpheon knows.
And apparently I have Death Stranding apparently.
Oh my gosh, dude, you should play it. I think you would appreciate just from like the tech side of things.
Maybe.
But you might as well just play the second one. That's got like, it's like Death Stranding 1 without all the bullshit. Well, it's still some of the bullshit anyways.
Oh shit, I have Hyper Light Drifter? I don't like that.
Orpheon knows this labyrinth through the back of his hand. Well, I think you meant the back of my hand, but yeah, I guess. For sure, I know this place like the back of my hand. I don't know why we say back of my mind. I don't even know the back of my mind.
I have Kiwi.
Kiwi?
Kiwi is a game where you play as 2 Kiwi.
Oh, I know that one. I need to play that one soon. I want to be a burp.
Aww, I have both Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel's Midnight.
It's a good thing I care about Marvel.
That's why I was like, aww. Oh, should I have Mortal Shell? Hell yeah.
I don't want to deal with the ghosts. Don't worry, you don't have to. I'll deal them for you. Chad, you get like all of you get the front row seat. There's literally no longer a portion in this game or section in this game that I go and I dread. In Corruption, maybe, and that's just mostly boss fights take a little bit too long to kill, in my opinion. Flops in from the pre-ads. Ooh. That's the worst, man. Boy, oh boy. Oh boy. I should find a way to mod my lizard in Metroid Prime and stuff like that. Metroid Prime lizard. Lizard Prime.
Okay.
Huh?
This should be a way.
Pre-ats aren't the worst. No, yeah, it's mid-ats that are the worst, you know? Getting ats as well.
No, the best way to like deal with ads for Twitch is that you just let the ads play a lot at the start. So by the rest of the stream, you're no longer getting ads for it.
It's part of the reason I tend to do a pre-stream for those who are early in the stream, so that I can, you know, I can just get blasted by the ads before I start. The fact I'm too broke to have a sub to avoid the pre-ads, that's the worst. Oh, moods. Dude, same. Mood. I know it sucks. There'll probably be a few times where I turn them off. Like the little pennies do pile up into getting like a little bit of a payout for like a Metroid Prime 4 game, you know? How likely do you think we'll get an end of game collection item, chosen artifacts in Prime 4? I really hope we do, because that's usually my favorite part of the Metroid Prime games. Not even a joke. Like, I love going scavenger. Like, I got the full power up. Let's go scavenger hunting. I got this cool light suit. I got this cool phase-on suit. Gosh, I wish I could to play the game more. And the game just becomes like literally an open sandbox, you know? And I'm Samus, the indestructible machine, going to destroy all these things. Like, I feel I always do the cleanup at the end of the game anyways, that having something that's like an objective to do while you do the cleanup, I don't know, feels like right. I don't know. In my mind, I did a whole video about it, from a gameplay perspective, you know, Metroid's challenge is like finding the secrets in the environment, so what greater secret than finding all of them when you have, like, Samus at her nukest, you know? How's it going? It's going great. I'm just doing a little bit of a chill stream here, playing some Metroid Prime Randomizer. Very excited for Prime 4. Wishing I was playing the Lizard. Because I resubbed and it's been a while since I played the Lizard, so... Catching up with the Manderville storyline and stuff like that. I quite like them. Prime 1 is my favorite because you can expedite it mid-game. The fact you can clear Magmar Carmen's artifact in one run. I hope Prime 4 is a similar way of expediting it. I'm pretty sure that they will do something like Prime 1 in 4, where you'll have a way to collect some of them like throughout your adventure, so that at least on subsequent playthroughs it doesn't like feel like it's something that's just towards the end. In the case of Echoes, I feel like the game's DNA is just better suited to the way that game handled the Sky Temple keys, but like, yeah, I think that Prime 1 might be the one it would stay closest to because of that. So we got the Varia suit instead of the Chozo artifact that drops from there, so... One very good YouTuber told me that it's actually barrier suit. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it both being referred to as a barrier suit and a variable suit. I've just been waiting for like a new lore or timeline confirmation to base what is it nowadays, you know, type of stuff. There's the art book, but I don't have it. Icing your wrist. What happened?
Oh!
Oh my gosh, it's so hot.
Hold on. I was literally clicking on it.
Coupon. Don't worry, after we're done with this randomizer, the idea is to go to Echoes. Isn't there like an underwater section you can go now? Yes, there's like the spooky part of the game is that the map has basically just dramatically opened. I have all of the sort of mobility power-ups. I got both suits, I got space jump, boost ball, morph ball, and bombs. So now it's just gonna become now it's a game of. And I can't believe that I got all of this in under 1 hour after getting an item that was like nothing. So I guess I'm gonna try and go into cleanup mode now until I get the beams. Incorrectly picking up and pouring out like 80 bags of concrete within 2 days. Ooh, that sucks. Echoes with my beloved Dank? Yes, echoes with your beloved Dank. Wow, I guess there's a big delay. Hooray, an energy tank. Like, we still need the beams. Once we have all 4 beams, it just becomes a game of, like, acquiring the artifacts.
Does it?
Yes. Yes, it does. Because then we can literally open any door and go anywhere. Orphan, do we get
Life is
birthday
full of
bonuses
open
before
doors,
subs?
Ed
Mine
boy.
was yesterday. I can't really offer much in terms of a birthday bonus, but I can give you a feliz cumpleaños. I hope you many more, and I hope you had a great one. Wait, did you get the gravity somewhere as well? Yeah, we already collected the gravity. It was in the tree thing in the main class of the chosen rooms. Yeah, big delay on my end. Anyways, hooray! I'll try. I have a way to test out how delayed the delay is. There. The delay will be tested by the fact that I push this on the stream. Alright. There's the first one. You know how we used to have like the secret password at the beginning of when we started streaming just to make sure people could hear us and then test out the delay? I guess now that equivalent is just showing the lizard.
I mean, you're a lizard.
Am I?
You're a lizard, Harry.
Gasp. I always knew it.
Oh yeah, Pawn is not allowed to play with the lizard anymore.
Why?
Oh, because I decided to.
But why?
Just because. I don't need a reason.
When I live stream, I have like a 12-second security delay in case I mess up and I can cut safely. In case you mess up what?
Self? I don't know.
This seed is either very blessed or very cursed. Gabe says that you're not allowed to play with Lizard. Why? I don't know. He refused to elaborate. Sensible information, doxing, swearing, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess that when I stream, I always know that there's a natural delay, and that I wouldn't say anything on stream that I would like want to say or stuff like that. And I don't know how I would cut it from the stream aside from like the stream ends and the stream is back. Right, so I can't go through there because I don't have. Wait. What happened? So kind of desperate for new beams. Plasma ice wave is cool, but I can't do it a third time. I mean, I guess that the thing with that is like how many new beams can you come up with that serve different purposes? You know, the dark beam is kind of like a pseudo ice beam if you think about it. It just behaves a little bit differently.
You could have the gay beam.
There's already a rainbow beam though.
Well, no, but the rainbow beam is not the gay beam.
I don't know. This one really obliterated Mother Brain and stuff, so. Shit. You don't have the how much. You don't have no idea how much I've been playing Digimon recently. Well, how many hours does your Steam say? Should get back to playing. So I guess that by Gabe's decree, the leisure one get bullied at this subscription given that Pawn is not allowed to play 14.
Exactly.
I am free.
You're free. You're welcome.
expect them in great detail. I think that's a beam actually up there, Chief. Yep. S. Or a visor. Nice beam or a visor, I think. According to Steam, I've been playing it for 48 hours. Damn. It's a long ass game, I guess.
$65 hours for me.
Damn. Mine is probably like, what, 1?
Probably. 2 hours, probably.
X-ray visor. Alright. Cool. I guess frostbite wins. By default.
Yes.
Alright, so that's all I can explore in Chosen Ruins in this particular section. Magmor Carvins or underwater section? No, I can't do the underwater section. Unless we were to find the wave beam somewhere within. Because I need to open those doors. Is it the newest one with the lizard Digimon I've seen it? If it's currently watching it, if it is currently watching it with Gaps at Spawn by Digimon Beat Break.
Yes, Beat Break. I like Beat Break. There's a lizard.
There's a lizard?
Yeah?
Where?
There's a lizard in Beat Break.
What, my lizard?
I mean, is your lizard small and green?
Lizard.
I guess it'll be more of a gecko, because his name is Geckomon.
Yeah. I'm liking it so far. Liking the lizard Digimon. Well, Pon, that just sounds biased.
Spawn is biased.
I would also be biased. Trying to see how I did that teleport thing to return to.
I think it was holding LR and left and right trigger. They explained it to us at the very start and we didn't pay
I know,
attention.
because it said L and R. I pressed them both at the same time and nothing happened. Explore the invisible tunnel overall invisible. Won't regret it. How can you be so sure about that? Alright, Chad, I'll go. But if I regret going, I'm ending the stream. Bullet.
Ballad. Alright.
Toaster rice. Gosh, I should have picked up a little candy before stream. Or Chucky or something.
Alright, that was Bullet Authorized.
Come in, rider. Shut rice.
Come in, right. Shot rise, dun 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 dun.
Bullet!
Shooting wolf. I don't remember the little thing they said at the end of that one.
A bullet.
I know the jump to the sky turns into a rider kick.
Shoot a bullet.
It was something bullet and acceleration.
As whatever he does, his acceleration. I don't remember, dude. But I remember I liked that a lot and it was so silly.
Yeah. But what if I do get nothing? Whoa, you get nothing.
Then we get nothing. Shooting wood food.
Hey Albert,
Yes.
will Frieza survive Metroid?
Would Frieza survive Metroid?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Because, like, he could survive in the back of the space.
Yeah, he can survive the back in space, being cut into pieces.
He can blow up planets. They'll build him up. I guess it really depends what he's facing.
X-Parasite?
No.
He wouldn't survive the X-Parasite?
No, there's no way.
Will Omega survive the X-Parasite?
Yes, because it's fully machine.
What about the ultimate life form?
Shadow?
Yes.
Ultimate Slurpee.
Ultimate Sleepy.
If it's biologic and it's got pores, you don't stand a chance, Chief. That shit almost killed Samus while she was wearing a fully powered Avaria suit. What makes you say that Shadow's chaos control for 2 seconds is gonna save it?
He has a gun.
So did Samus.
Yeah, but it was not a Glock.
Yeah, I mean it was better. It was a power bomb. You know?
I mean, can you imagine that he just pulls out the Glock to the X-Parasite and they just, like, shit their pants?
Okay. Hold on, give me 1 sec.
I give you 2 seconds.
Yeah, I just kind of want to go outside because it's so spooky. Alright. I've returned.
You returned.
Yes. Dusty says that he thinks it's actually the elevation increases as the bullet is fired for shooting wood food. I'll be honest, there's something about the fusion suit of Metroid Prime that doesn't sit right with me. So the answer to that is very simple, is that the skeleton and movements that Samus has are made to compensate for, like, first of all, it's like the Metroid Prime 1. So, like, it's like the awkward animations, if you may, the stiff, awkward animations and gyrating hips and all this other stuff. The second thing was that, like, the animation and the pose is are more catered for the Varia suit rather than the fusion suit. They have like different proportions and stuff like that. So like an animation that looks nice on a skinny model character might look weird on a more built or chunkier character, and vice versa as well, you know? It's kind of like what happens when you put like a a non-Fortnite character to do the Fortnite default dance and they look kind of broken. It's kind of like the same, where they didn't like go back and like meticulously change the animations and stuff like that for this game, because like we gotta remember the development for this game was hell. So, and also like the wider chest and stuff like that. Which is, I guess, part of the reason they didn't bring it back for the remaster. Maybe they just never made any updates to that, and people think it looks wonky. I don't really know. I really think it's silly that they didn't bring it into the remaster anyways. Oh, so I'm probably going to play for another 30 or 40 minutes and then call it a stream. However, I'll be tomorrow morning-ish. I'll be back doing the rest of this. Wave Beam, holy shit, let's go. Depending on how quickly I can finish the seed, I will either move on to Echoes or something else for that stream. Like, we have a lot of power-ups, so I'm basically just like in cleanup mode. That's so funny. Down here. Oh my gosh, the ice beam. Wow, Gabe, this seed truly is freaking busted, man. Yeah, so blessed. Wow. A little detail I like that they changed on the remaster is that the power, I believe they updated the Power Bomb energy item collection sound effect. Because in the vanilla Prime, it just makes the same sound effect as when you collect health. Versus in Echoes where they make a different, unique sound effect. I mean, they could have used the Metroid Dread Samus amiibo or just the Metroid amiibo, so you can get the fusion suit in the remaster. Or you just add it for free a few months later. Like, I really thought that what they were going to do is, like, since Prime Remaster Shadow dropped before Fusion was on the Nintendo Switch Online, that when the Switch Online was launching a month or so later, they would have added a patch that, like, adds the Fusion suit for free on Metroid Prime Remaster, so that way people would go back to play it, and they have another way to advertise it. And they could have made it like a little meme advertisement, like it was back in November 2022, where both games came out, and you saw cross promotion of both of them with Samus wearing the suit and stuff like that. But no, I guess my ideas are too good for this world. There we go.
Missed opportunity.
Missile expansion.
So how much can you do before you have it?
Oh, a lot. You have no idea. I can do like so much. It's so blessed in that regard. You know? Yeah. I might as well explore the rest of this area while I'm here, you know, and then go to Phendrana Drifts. Do that as much of a cleanup until I'm forced to come back here, and then try and make our way to Phazon Mines. Like the goal is the artifacts now. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Would this be the stream where the all-awesome Gaben Rider dwells? With his trusty sidekick Albert Orpheon, including his spunky yet pouty GF girlfriend, Lizard, my wife, who is 100% confirmed to be redacted. Oh gosh, that was great, Brad. Yeah, this is us. Artifact's gonna be much harder to find because of the randomizer. Yes and no. Randomizers are really like heck until like you hit the wall. But the fact that we have all the power-ups at sort of this current juncture, probably not. Because normally what sometimes happens with other randomizers is that like you get to like the first power-up is like the first couple of power-ups are like in Chosen Ruins, and then with the set that you required, you gotta do some crazy guerrilla way to get into Phase on Mines to collect the next one, and then get back out of there so that you can like go collect something somewhere else, type of stuff, you know. But given the fact that we have all of the main tools that we need to open doors and solve puzzles, then it's just a matter of walking to the room and making sure to collect the item and that there's no, like, we're in the cleanup.
Because you pretty much have everything that you need. You just need to find
Dude,
out
yeah,
the
like,
fucking-
this is, like, something I'm normally doing, like, 3 or 4 hours into, like, the game, not, like, an hour and a half. It's insane.
Yeah, like, this is a blessed run.
It's so blessed. I don't think I've seen a seed that this, like, good. It makes me scared of the Echoes one.
Like, I just remember, like, this world put my Morphle if I had any.
This is what I used my Morphle if I had one. Gosh, that was forever. Missile expansion.
Leia, do you need to go outside? Do you need to go potty?
Do you?
Seems like it. She's got poop in her nose. That usually means I need to do pee.
Well, you might as well try.
Chat. She's looking at me, chat. Chat, she's looking at me. Give me 1 second. Mole fraction of a second.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm also doing something here on my end.
Oh, okay.
Have to wait a little.
Jump and jump and jump again, jump again. Missile, 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 missile. You know, it's like that meme, lizard, lizard, but it's missile, missile,
I'll be
missile, missile. And a Sam is
baby.
tapping the phone. If anybody can make that meme, yeah, you get to post it. All I want is like a little at mention. Lizard, a lizard. But by all means, if anybody sees this, you can do it. You can make the meme. Orpheon, tell me something I didn't know. Wow, okay. I don't know how to answer that, given that I don't have a starting, like, point. Did you know that the swallows and falcons are closer related to each other than falcons are to other hawks and birds of prey? I don't know, I tried. There's a fun fact for you. Flamethrower. Don't even have a plasma beam, can't use it. We didn't get the post-credit scene from Elio here in Mexico with the lizard. Elio? I don't know that movie. I'm assuming it's a movie, given that it's post-credits. See, I've really been under a rock. Oh my gosh, a Pixar movie? Wow. I guess that chat is just a, like I'm very much Disneyed out. Did you know that the lizard did you know that the laser's 100% confirmed to be redacted? No, they can't see you, Brain, but I can. You gotta update that. Wait, does the phase-on suit look like the what does the phase-on suit look like the fusion suit? You know that when Samus absorbs the SAX at the end of fusion, it looks like that. It's a white suit with the yellow underparts. That's how it looks. It's the same one it's the same suit that she has like in the credits of fusion and stuff. Yeah, orange. I don't know what I said. Probably red. You know, in Metroid Fusion, you absorb the SAX core at the end when you get the ice beam, and it changes your suit. So when you look at the ending of the game in the credits, the suit is orange and yellow. That's how it looks in here. So the purple sections here would be orange, and then the greener would be yellow. It's the same pose. It's the same suit that she's using in the credits of the game. Yes, the lizard meme is a post-credit scene from the movie Alien, like a nano trailer for the next movie Hoppers. Wow. Yeah, I'm officially, I guess, in my non-Disney era. Just got a little bit too crazy with the amount of content that they were putting out for the quality and or heart and or time that they were giving to develop, and just like every year is something new. There's who knows how many shows or things and stuff like that. Missile expansion acquired. Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I don't get a lot of advertisement here where I live in general. And I say that it's like as a blessing, you know. I don't really have a car, so I'm not usually going out into like the crazy busy streets where all the ads are at and stuff like that. So like I can just walk to the grocery stores and do work and stuff all within walking distance, fortunately. So, and I also don't like watch a lot of TV. I really did as a kid. Only like when Toonami was on and I knew like there was a new episode of Dragon Ball's PP or Gundam where they were showing the censored version of a Ghost in the Shell. But I think that might have been a different channel. Be respectful, you're in a holy place. You mean the chosen one? That wouldn't say holy. I guess as holy as you could consider the like visiting Egyptian ruins. Oh my gosh, an artifact. Am I the only one who ever got like the Chozo's like visually aesthetic seem like very inspired by like Egyptian stuff? The ropes they wear, the gold, the murals. I always thought it was like a cool detail given the fact that like, you know, bird humanoids and stuff like that. I sometimes got the BBC in Spanish dubs. I met the Spanish dub voice of Goku and Freezer at a convention growing up. Like, this was around the time Prime 3 was out. You know? And also, what was the guy's name from Shaman King? Amidamaru, concédeme tu alma. Forgot that the name, the characters in that show except for Amidamaru because I remember the part of this. thought they were. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I was just asking in general. These are like the shower thoughts I have. Sometimes I'd rather just save it and say it for a stream. If you ever come back to Mexico, can we meet? Well, I haven't been back in Mexico since Echoes was a thing. Wow. No way. Probably went to Cancun or something for a birthday or whatever. Graduation or something. I haven't been back in Mexico in forever. I've always kind of wanted to go back. I love the food. I love the culture. I love the like the vibe and stuff like that, and all that. But yeah, I mean, I guess if I ever traveled again, I would probably do meet and greets as I used to do. It's just that, like, in the past, I used to travel just a lot to the US before the pandemic because of my work. So, like, every time I traveled, I would take the opportunity to just see if there's anybody in the area to just, like, meet up. So that way, I don't know, I got to meet a fan, chat for a moment, go grab a drink or give a sticker or whatever, instead of just, like, being in the US city all along. But yeah, I mean, I'm from Morelos. Cancun is too far. Mexico City or Puebla, on the other hand, are very close. I've been to both. I used to live in Mexico. Back between like 2003 to 2005-ish. I lived in Mexico City, DF. So yeah. I've always kind of wanted to go back just out of the nostalgia and see how much things have changed from what I remember them by visit Puebla and stuff like that, that I also got a chance to, like, I visited a lot of Mexico back in those days when we lived there. Granted, most of them are like the usual tourist trappings, but like, yeah, you know, it's the first time we visit the country, so. I think that it might have been an early reason for me to wanted to learn Spanish. Why? So you wanted to go to Mexico, or like the food and stuff? Oh, there's the Phazon too. Ah, sweet. But I begrudgingly need Plasma Beam. But we found it. So yeah, like if I were to go back, I don't really know where I would go towards. So like, I'm expecting that definitely Mexico DF y Puebla would probably be like some sure bets of where I might go, just because it's easy to get to Mexico for me through there. But I don't know. That's not something I see sadly anytime soon, chat member. If it were up for me, I'd be more than happy to. We always love being able to meet you guys in person and hang out and just get feedback for the channel, or just hear your Metroid stories and stuff like that. I consider myself very fortunate to have you guys as my community of friends and stuff. I think you're going to sleep. All right, night night, Dustin. So like, I'm happy to be able to. Very happy to be able to entertain you guys, getting to hear from you. I've gotten a few gifts here and there, which definitely is always a plus. I always try and bring some stickers or some of my own merch to give out for free. No strings attached, but they do have my little collection hoard with the little pieces of physical fan art, some digital that I printed, and like we still have like the Crocomire plushie that a fan sent us, and then another one recently gave me well, not recently, over a year ago, gave me a Figma from Dread. And like, you know, it's just me saying that I'm really touched by everything that you guys have done to support me, and it really means a lot. So speaking Spanish would put your charisma where I'm from, apparently. Bueno, en ese caso, yo quiero subir mi carisma por demasiado que jode, porque no joda, man. Mexico DF hasn't been Mexico DF in like 10 years now. I didn't know you were that known here to bring stickers and stuff. I meant the US. I haven't, like I said, and I started, I've not been to Mexico since I started the channel. I honestly considered myself lucky that like whenever I traveled to like a city abroad, that I posted it on my social media. It's like, hey, I'm gonna be here throughout these days, whatever, and I actually got some people replying to meet up and stuff. You know, one of them was Midnight.
Yeah.
Hello. Huh? Oh yeah, right. Super important, dude. Karko came back and said, yeah, we forgot coffee. I got some. Super important. I cannot live without my coffee, man. Go Fefe!
Go Fefe.
Now that I think about it, I don't know how you look like IRL, lol. Well, that's on purpose.
Yeah. I don't even know how he looks.
Where was I born? Spawned? In space. Yeah, I'm from space. I'm from the Pragorpion. You got your... Speaking of fan art, I accidentally got my blue fan art sketch dirty. Okay, spilled water. Aw, I wish I could have seen it, even with the water. It's kind of fitting, given the fact that she's blue and all. Da-ba-dee-a-ba-die. Well, I get to skip this entire puzzle and everything. But yeah, I don't really show my face online. I think that in terms of my community, only really the mods know my face.
I know your face.
Do you? Dude, I
Never
think
seen you in my life.
I think you've seen more than just my face at this point. For those who don't know, Gabe used to be my literal neighbor.
I slept on his house.
Huh?
I slept on your house.
You slept on my house several. You basically kind of lived in my house.
Pretty much.
Same as Gil. Those were the times.
Those were the times.
Monster Hunter 4.
Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.
Yeah, 3 and 4. Peak era Monster Hunter. Plasma Beam. Alright, this game is... This randomizer seed is over. I've got everything. Except the Chozo artifacts.
Really?
Yes. If, like, I'm about to go get the Phazon suit, dude. I'm fully decked out, man. Like... Another missile expansion, hooray, holy shit. Yeah, no, I have the Phazon suit, it's Jover. It's the Phazon suit and Plasma Beam combo suit. But yeah, like, most of the reason I don't show my face and stuff is because, like, A, I guess it's none of anybody's business, but B, A, I'm shy. Like hell. And B, I have always wanted to, like, you know, my videos and my art speak for themselves without my face tied to it. There was a moment in a period when I was starting the channel in a different timeline of sorts, where I would have probably just been like any other YouTuber of those times when I started. And like, you know, it's me standing right next to my Metroid collection as I'm giving you the fact type of stuff, you know? But then, Gabe slept in your house. Why didn't you let him in? It's cold outside in space. Well, he slept in the spaceship. Hi, Shy. I'm Brian.
Hi, Brian. I'm stupid.
You know, maybe at some point, like, I'll make a stretch goal and we'll do like a face reveal of sorts.
How about when you get your silver plate on?
Yeah, if I ever get like a silver plate button, I'll definitely do a face reveal in a video, you know. You know? What? It's cold? You're gonna shower? Water pressure is great. They can't change our water pressure. Croco was just playing You couldn't see him, but he was playing charades. Gay fell down a well?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I think I saw your face in a reflection of an old video. Can't remember, but I do remember dog. Yeah, there's a couple of shots where you can see my reflection. That doesn't really bother me, to be quite honest. It's more so like, I guess like there's already that sort of uncanny valley-ness of you editing your own like voice that like if it were video, I think that like the sort of self-cringe you get through it would have just been so big that I would not get anything done. Face reveal, silver, and full on self-doxing on gold plate. Sure. If I do, like, my goal was always that if I got to 100k, I'd just, like, make the face reveal no matter what. For a second, I thought that, like, it was just a matter of time with the incline with the channel, but, you know, things change, upload schedules change, and all that other stuff. I'm honestly just happy to have the audience that I have and be able to make videos in general. But, like, yeah, if I do get to those milestones, I have prepped, like, a whole video about, like, my history with Metroid. Do that, take the opportunity to just... Main power bomb acquired. Funny. Through that, just have the face reveal and all that other stuff in general, so... Because it's in a way what captivated me about the game series in general. So yeah, we have everything, every power up, except for like the Wave Buster and the Icebreaker, which are in the Thermal Visor. Thermal Visor is none of which are technically fully mandatory to finish the game, because you can still like shoot Metroid Prime even if you can't see him or it. Hold L and R while choosing no to warp to starting room. Ah, okay, so I have to be in a save room. Reading the mechanic fully explains the mechanic fully.
Reading the card explains the card.
Gosh, now I want to play Magic.
I mean, we can, but Magic takes way too long.
Yeah, Magic takes way too long. That's the problem. Commander Magic takes way too long. But that's kind of on design. It's supposed to be like a board game, you know.
Yep.
1 million
Like
subs gold plate, except the lizard is tomboy. Yes.
Like once a month, we play Magic.
If I do get to a 1 mil, if you somehow help me get to 1 million subscribers, sure, I'll let the bit die then. But until then, it's the bit. I can safely say these things right now because they'll never happen. You know, it'll be the usual trappings of like I spend a month playing or two Metroid Prime 4, and then another month or two analyzing the lore and my thoughts to make into a video, and then like a fourth of the audience base watches it because of like notifications or whatever. But I guess as long as somebody else is like actively watching it and actually enjoying it, it's all that I need. It's just sort of like demoralizing, considering how much more simpler it used to be to just like find your footing and audience and grow it back in the days, you know? Brain, I already had said it a couple of times, but I guess you weren't on the stream or not paying attention well. I'm gonna play some Feast Penguins, yes. 3 AAA. Random live stream, wish me luck. Well, good luck, and thanks for tuning in, but I was thinking of going into the next save room where inside the Space Pirate base, and then probably calling it a stream, and saving the rest for tomorrow. It's so funny, I'm just like not used to being like at this point of the game, and I'm like, I'm like, not even terminating. Like, at this point, I'm just oblivious. Destroyer of worlds. Albert, always a pleasure to spend time with you. Take care. Can't wait to see your Prem 4 content. Good luck with the randomizer. Thanks, man. I'll be here tomorrow just in case. I'll just be earlier. And if you do want to see, like, my island or something, you could send me a DM on Discord. I can at least send you some pictures of some of the stuff I'm building. I made this whole... I made it... You know how Animal Crossing is like a diorama? I have a diorama within my diorama in that mountain section that I showed last year. And it's gotten to the point that the game definitely lags anytime I go there way too quickly, which is hilarious.
Yeah, the outage was not really thought out for a Switch one.
And even then I won't be able to play it. Well, the Switch 2 improvements, I mean. Nah, I had class? Oh, okay. But it did say it. You can still have your victory screech, however. Don't let me stop.
I'll stop it.
This is not even... I'm just disintegrating everybody. I am the disintegrator. I got the master beam, disintegrator. That's what I am, disintegrator. I melted all, disintegrator. It's what I am. I don't know why that part of the Eggman song from Sonic Adventure 2 lives just rent-free in my head. I guess I always found it funny growing up. And you die. And you die. And you die. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting! Chad, what's been your favorite, like, beam configuration? When,
Beam
like, the beam opens. Do you know how the arm cannon changes per configuration?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So you see the arm cannon, right?
It's an arm cannon.
If I swap to wave beam, it opens sideways. If I open the... if I
okay,
swap
so
to
that's
ice
what
beam, it opens upways. And if I do long beam, it opens, like, long ways.
So that's why you... Okay. Okay, I do know.
So I was asking Chad if they had, like, a favorite configuration. Mine was always, like, the... I guess the ice beam, which is... Plasma beam? Croco says plasma beam is his favorite. So will you put Annihilator beam with it since they have the same configuration, or you just prefer plasma? Alright. Croco says the plasma is cooler, but that Annihilator is his favorite from the second game. But yeah, I mean, growing up I always liked the ice beam. I don't know why they never really used the configuration for the Prime 1's Phazon beam again in the later games. Unless that's the one they use for Hyper Mode and Corruption, I'm just misremembering. Alright, and this item's room is... a missile? Oh, an energy tank. Sweet. I'll take those. Oh, do you want to know another cool little piece of detail about this game with the arm beam or the arm cannon game?
Yes.
So this game, you are aware that you have an X-ray mode, and you can actually see Samus's hand underneath the arm cannon.
Oh yeah, she changes her actual physical hand.
Yeah, she actually changes the hand to the configuration you see on the icon.
I knew that one. That one.
Alright. I just didn't know if you knew. Ah, shit.
I pay attention.
I pay attention to Did You Know Gaming. Shit. I remember once when they made a Metroid video, I had like sent the submission as a potential like candidate for voicing the video, but then they ended up going with Vinny Vinesauce, so I'm not really upset over it. To be fair, I really didn't think I had a chance, but you never know. It's either ice/dark or wave/light beam configurations. Yeah, I guess. I guess that I like the wave beam, the ice beam most because when I was a kid, it seemed the most practical. No, not really, because like you couldn't bend your arm fully inwards. Because like they all seem inconvenient, and if you think about it, plasma beam is way too long, so it might be clunky. Though I guess Samus could use it as a whacking stick. Wave beam is just again wide, so might be more annoying to have it next to your you're standing straight, you know. And then ice beam, you can't really bend your arm. But anyways, this is what I'm gonna call it a stream for now. Basically, this randomizer seed is sort of already cracked in half. Hilariously, I've really never had an experience like that. So blessed with a randomizer that I'm like, I'm taking it. But definitely gonna be here tomorrow to continue the stream and perhaps try and finish this randomizer run, assuming that because it's just a matter of being lucky that the chosen artifacts are amongst the first power-ups that we find and not amongst the last. But we have everything else that it's required to defeat Meta Ridley and Metroid Prime. So, all right, yeah. Then I'll call it a stream here. I always thought that the symbols were her hand placement. Yeah, it is a hand and finger placement within like the arm cannon, or at least that's how it is in Metroid Prime 1. Because like in Echoes, we don't have an X-ray visor to see, nor like the icons on the beams, and then like as you know, Corruption just has beam stacking instead of swapping, so no point in that. But anyways, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate everybody joining in, and I'll see you guys next time.